HPD says the second person who was shot arrived at a nearby hospital. As we learn more, we'll let you know and put those updates at khou.com.
30-year-old Eric Eugene Washington promised his mother, Corrine Goodman, he would do better.
What he did, I don't condone. I don't. He knew better. He never said anything or made me think he would go this route. He started working, he was striving.
Surveillance video from a store in North Houston shows a clerk as he faces 4 robbers with guns aimed right at his face. The robbers then empty the register and steal some cigarettes. The clerk was not hurt, thankfully. But if you know who these
were, approximately 17,000 plus robberies between the years of 2019 and 2020. While the overall trend shows a decline in robberies, it's important to note that hundreds of these crimes still occur every day in our city. Robbery is a serious offense, as we all know, that often involves violence and can have life-altering consequences for the victims. Now, robberies tend to be more prevalent in areas where dense populations mix with one another, with retail establishments, restaurants, and entertainment venues. Individuals may be targeted around shopping centers, restaurants, banks, especially if they're wearing valuable items like jewelry and watches, etc. Now, it's crucial for everyone to remain vigilant and watch your surroundings and take precautions to minimize the risk of being a victim. Knowing your area, knowing your neighborhood, knowing your community is key. Having relationships with your neighbors and maybe friends, etc. Having a common scene in a place that you visit where people are familiar with you is also a plus. Now, beyond city limits, the number of reported robberies dropped significantly. For instance, in Harris County, there's only 2 areas that stand out with higher numbers of reported robberies than the zip code 77090, which is north of the city, of the tollway off of 45, which recorded 530 robberies within 2 years. This follows the zip code 77015. This is near Channelview and Cloverleaf off of I-10.
Hey, give me a
These are the numbers that we have for our third quarter, and I'm gonna run down it. Murder, down 17.95%. Rape, up 1.8%. Robbery, down 10.35%. Aggravated assaults, which includes shootings, down 10.4%. Kidnappings, down 3.58%. Human trafficking, down 13%, 13.79%. Overall violent crime, down 9.64%. Property crimes, burglary, down 6.34%. Theft, down 7.92%. Auto theft, up 15.1%. And that's evident around the nation right now. Total nonviolent crime is down 3.89%. Total crime is down 5.07%. Those are the numbers. I received in the last, week, and I was out of town last week in Major City Chiefs. A number of media outlets have been calling about stats on shootings, non-fatal and fatal shootings. Let me tell you something, because the mayor and all of our city council members have said, and certainly the police chief, too many guns in the wrong hands of people in our city. And that's a fact. And these numbers are may be just a day or two off. 85% of all our homicides in our city, gunshots. Okay? Year to date, 879 shootings in our city, both fatal and non-fatal. Good news is we're headed in the right direction. All shootings are down 17.02% in our city. Next slide, please. We need help from the citizens and everyone.
Now, on Monday, January the 22nd of 2024, at around 6:45 p.m., A woman had just arrived at her apartment complex on the 8100 block of Fannin in the city of Houston. Now, she stated that she walked from her vehicle towards her apartment and was approached by two unknown guys who both pointed guns at her, demanding her car keys. The two men forcibly grabbed the complainant's car keys from her hands and ran toward the parking lot. The woman stated that she ran after the suspects, who then joined a third suspect and stood between her vehicle and the suspects. The woman then yelled at the suspects by stating that she was calling the cops and that they could not take her vehicle. The three men then took off running toward Knight Road and failed the attempt at getting her vehicle. This is just an example.